Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, I would first like to thank EA so much for sending me an early access copy. I'm so excited to finally have my hands on this pack and explore everything that this pack has to offer. Everything that I've seen so far with the trailers and the live stream has looked amazing, and I was finally able to dive a little bit into the pack today, and I got to explore all the build buy and cast and a little bit of gameplay, and so far I'm having a lot of fun. I still feel like there's a lot of stuff that I need to learn about this pack and how to better perfect owning a small business, but I'm having a lot of fun, and I thought for today's video we could sit down together. I could talk about my experience so far with the pack and how much I'm enjoying it so far as we sit down and do a build with me video, which I have not done in a really long time. And this one is going to be a small starter home for the new world of Nordhaven. I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's get started with the build. So here's the lot that I picked to build on today. It's this really nice 20 by 20 lot. There's like this nice little fake parking lot over here. It's right next to the canal. It's right in the neighborhood. I thought this would be perfect for today. So I'm thinking for our sim, I'm thinking for this starter home, I want to make sure there's a space for your sim to live in, but I also wanted to make sure that there was a place for you to open an at-home business. So there's a few things that we have to think about. So we want to make sure that we have all the necessities for our sim in their house, but we also want to make sure that there's going to be a space for your sim to eventually open up a shop. So we have to think about that while we're going into our build today. So looking at some of the other builds from around the world, it seems that they're kind of flat. There aren't that many bump outs to these builds specifically. So I feel like that'll be a little bit helpful when it comes to building. Now, I have not built with this pack. This is the first time I will be building with this pack, so we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking maybe we'll just start off with like kind of like a decent sized square, maybe move it back just a little bit. But I'm thinking this might be perfect. We might make it a little bit smaller because it doesn't seem that you're going to need as much space as you really think you're going to need with this lot. I also think I want to have like a little bit of a bump out to like maybe where the store is going to be. So that's already eaten up a good chunk of our money. So maybe we might make it just a little bit smaller. Maybe it's just like a small little like pottery place, or maybe you have like a very small tattoo shop, or maybe you just want to sell flowers. Now, the one thing I want to make sure is that this is going to be base game and just the new pack. So I wonder, oh, okay, so maybe I can make it a little bit wider, which also is going to be eating our money a bit. So that's going to be kind of interesting to think about. But we've got that fun little roof piece. And that's one of the things that I really wanted to use that I was inspired by, is because I think these look so cool. I'm kind of excited to explore a little bit more with the build and buy, with actually building something, because when I was exploring the build and buy today on stream, I really was a huge fan of everything that I was looking at. I really loved all of the build items that I saw, all the buy items. I loved cast. I was really enjoying looking at everything. I really did spend a decent amount of time looking at everything, and I have to say the build buy is absolutely incredible. And I was also just a really big fan of a lot of the items that we have. So looking at everything has started to like really give me ideas of what I wanted to do with businesses I wanted to start, types of home I wanted my sims to live in. I am wondering if I could make this a little bit smaller. I know it's like kind of having a hard time with it. I kind of want to make it a little bit smaller because I just feel like it might look a little bit better. Plus, we'll save a lot more money if we make it smaller as well, so it's not too bad. And honestly, that looks a little bit nicer, so I'm glad that I did that. I do want to make sure that we also have a bathroom for our guests, so we'll make this area the store, and then everything else can be for your sim. Now, we are getting a little bit low on money, so I want to make sure that we have the basics. So I think when we think about like the upstairs, you definitely could have room to have a few different bedrooms. So I am thinking about like this being the bedrooms. I'm wondering if maybe we want to make it a little bit smaller, and then maybe we can fit a bathroom kind of here. Doesn't seem to really be a lot of room for another bedroom. I mean, there is like always room that where you could kind of fit one, but thinking about where the stairs are going, I'm wondering if maybe we'll not have enough room for another bedroom. So maybe we could just turn this into like a little bit of an office space. But a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, honestly, that's not too bad. Do you want to make sure that we have windows for this as well? I kind of want them to all blend in really nicely, but we have, so maybe we can just have some bigger windows on both sides of our business here. I feel like that would be kind of nice. There's none here though, so I don't know. Not that that would be a big deal, but I'm wondering if maybe if I moved the door over more, we would have room to shimmy in like another window. I guess we could. I feel like this window is actually kind of big, but you know what? It'll look nice. Maybe we can add flower boxes. I think it'll look nice. Now, this new wood flooring that got added is probably my favorite wood flooring that we have in the game. Like, I am completely obsessed with it. I think it looks so good. There's also some really nice tile that we got. I think this is also really nice. This one's a little bit more pricier than some of the others, but I really want to try and use as much of the new pack as I can. So we're going to try our best to not spend too much. gosh. Oh, we did get some really nice wallpaper. I know it's orange on the outside. Maybe we could do like this nice yellow stucco on the inside for our business area. Maybe we could do green over here and then yellow for us. I just think that looks kind of nice. And then we've also got some really nice wallpaper. I'm wondering if any of them aren't too bad where we could probably throw it in for the bedroom. I will say because they are all patterned, it is going to be a little bit harder to do. So maybe we could just have like a few that could be like an accent wall, and then maybe we could find like a base game wallpaper, like a paint that would probably fit in kind of nicely. Now there are no windows anywhere else, so I do need to think about other windows, but I feel like the most important thing is adding in our basic necessities. We're down to about 13,000 simoleons, which probably is not the best thing. I'm thinking maybe we'll have a door here that kind of is our entrance from the house to the shop. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this empty just so when you guys download this, you guys have your interpretation of what you would like to do with this area, but I will like make sure I furnish everything else. So I'm thinking for starters, this is probably where we're going to want the living room to be. So maybe we could have a nice little coffee table, and then we could also throw in one of the new couches. These couches, I'm telling you guys right now that the build and buy items have been honestly really, really nice. So I'm thinking we'll have like the living space here. And there's actually this really nice rug that comes with it, although it is a little expensive. So I'm wondering if maybe we want to do something a little bit cheaper for now. So I think we'll get like a very, very small kitchen space. I want to make sure there's enough room for the appliances as well as the sink. So I feel like this could go pretty well. Maybe we'll put the sink here so it's easier to see. Let's focus on the main thing, which is making sure we have a bedroom that your Sims can use. Now, the new pack did come with a bed, but it's over 1,000 simoleons. I think we're gonna just start with the cheap bed for now. I definitely think there are things that I could do to make this not as expensive as it is seeming to be. I want to use all the new items so bad, but I also want to make sure that we're not spending too much of our budget. Now, I will say there are a few wardrobes that I'm really happy with. I really love the wardrobes that we've been getting. Now, one of the new wardrobes that we got is actually the shelf display. Now, we've gotten a few of these before in other packs, but I was really excited when I saw that it also came with this pack as well, because honestly, it's so much cheaper, and when your Sims cannot afford a lot of stuff at once when you're first starting, it's really nice to have items that are super cheap like this, because then it gets easier for you to be able to decorate your space while also simultaneously making sure that you're saving money. So I feel like this is pretty good for the bedroom for now. Let's work on the bathroom. Now, one of the things that's really hard when it comes to building is automatically all I want to do is furnish the heck out of the build that I'm doing, because I just think it's so fun. I want to use all the new items. I just want to be able to have so much fun with what I'm building, which I normally do, but when you're doing a starter home, it's a little bit harder because you have to start thinking, okay, well, these items are really pricey, and if you want to use all the new items that come with the new pack, but it's hard to do because sometimes the bed's going to be over 1,000 simoleons, and you're kind of thinking, well, I need to make sure I'm like, I want more windows, I want to use the new bed, I want to have a decent sized space, and I also, especially because we wanted to have a space for our business to be attached, I also want to make sure there was room in the budget for that. And then there's also landscaping, like everything adds up, and like I said, it becomes really hard. All I want to do is use all of the items that I have, but on top of that, it's hard because sometimes I just want to, like I said, decorate the heck out of the house. So I'm trying to be as careful as I can. I will say there also are a few fences that I'm kind of a fan of. I think maybe we'll do this more modern one here. And then I really love the new stairs. I also want to make sure that we add a new railing as well. So for starters, I really want to make sure that we add more windows to this build, because even though it looks fine as is, I'm sure it'll be a lot nicer when there are more windows. And it's not like it's a bad thing, honestly. It's not that bad that we did that, but at least there's like more windows, so it adds like a little bit more. But now I can come back and be like, okay, your Sims can have a TV. We'll just do like a cheap TV, but we can also come in and probably add some of the newer plants as well, which I think would be really fun. I'm thinking maybe this one would be kind of nice because I think it'll fit in the corner quite nicely. Maybe we would even add some nice picture above the front as well. Now we did get like a new painting with the pack. I'm wondering where that is because I would love to add it in. I feel like I'm missing right over. I'm like, I just saw it earlier today. I was just looking at it. For some reason, the painting is in wall decorations. I think this got tagged wrong. Yeah, both of these are in wall decorations. You would think that this would probably be in paintings, but they're not. But I am going to add these in, and maybe we'll do maybe we'll do this one. I think this one's kind of fun. I think it looks kind of nice. Let me get through some of the other basic things that we need. And then if we still have room in our budget, maybe I can go and give us the nicer painting because I do really like that one. We'll just do like a very simple bathroom. I can actually add in some toilet paper now that we have room in our budget. So far from what I've seen, I've been really enjoying what I've been seeing. One of my favorite things I think that I love the most with this pack, and it's not even related to owning a business, is that your Sims with the cookbook, and it works with Home Chef Hustle cookbook as well, but with the cookbook, your Sims can click on it and you can start making a family recipe. And they also had perks as well, which is really, really interesting. My Sim today only had one thing unlocked, but that was giving like a positive moodlet. I've been seeing a lot of stuff coming out recently, and I think that's one of my favorite things that I've read about. I just think that's such a fun detail and something that I would never have thought to add in for this pack, but such a fun thing. I think I like this. We'll have like a little computer space area. There's definitely some room where we could add some more stuff probably in the hallway. I kind of want to add a bookcase as well. The new bookcases that we've been getting are really nice, so I think it'd be fun to add in like a bookcase or two. I am a big fan of how they did the bookcases. I think this looks quite nice. I'm wondering if maybe we want to try to fit in like a very small dining table. I don't know how expensive it'll be, but we could try to fit in something like kind of simple. I also want to make sure that we are grabbing our trash can as well, because another thing that I forget all the time is the trash can. Okay, so we've got about 4,500 left. There is a new mailbox that came with the pack that I think would be really fun to use. So maybe we could use that one. I could put the mailbox maybe here. And then there is also a new trash bin as well. But now we've got room where I can go back and add some nice landscaping. So maybe we can add some really nice terrain paint for our pathway. I think this nice stone pathing would be kind of nice, but it also gives us room to kind of play with our landscaping as well. But I think this looks quite nice. And then there is a new tree that we got, which is kind of fun because we normally don't really get a lot of landscaping that comes with the new pack, but I think this would be kind of fun to add maybe. Although I am noticing I don't think I really like it with this build as much. Plus this tree is just a little bit cheaper. So maybe we can add this tree in a few different spots. Honestly, that's not bad. Let's get some nice little landscaping. I might downsize this a little bit just so it's a little bit smaller. And then maybe we might add our hedge as well. Although I kind of forget that this hedge is actually quite massive. So maybe if I made it just a little bit smaller, that wouldn't be bad to have. I have to say, one of the things, and I think I touched on this earlier, that's kind of hard when it comes to starter homes, is because my landscaping and the way my build style is I go pretty ham on the stuff that I'm building and creating, that sometimes I have to remind myself when it comes to like doing starter homes is like, you have a budget, ma'am. But you know what? I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, I think for landscaping, I'm wondering if maybe the purple would look nice. The lighting on this slot is honestly not helping me figure out if this is gonna look good or not. But you know what? I think the purple would be kind of nice to have a fun little pop of color. Oh, I was worried downsizing the plants wouldn't look too good, but honestly, that actually doesn't look bad. It looks quite nice. Maybe we can squeeze in some flowers over here just to kind of like fill the space up a little bit nicer. Oh, that looks kind of nice. Okay. I was worried how the landscaping was going to go because again, I don't normally build this type of style, but I want to get better at it. And I actually am having a lot of fun with this build, and we still have some room in the budget to play around, or maybe we can add a few other things to our house after we're done, or maybe I could start adding like a few basic necessities for the business. I know we talked about adding flower boxes, but flower boxes are so expensive and we don't need to have flower boxes, but we've got a little bit of money left. You know, with the money that we have left, I'm wondering if it might be nice to add in one of the kiosks. There's two that come with this pack and one of them is just a little bit cheaper than the other, so I'm wondering if maybe it would be nice to at least add in this item so you had like something. Oh, probably also want to make sure that we have a sign as well. I kind of want to use this one. I think this one's a little bit more fun than the other one. Oh, that looks so cute. But I want to say we got all the necessities. I think that's everything. And there's still a little bit room in the budget. It is only $17,210. Okay, so quick overview of the home. Here is what the house looks like. Honestly, it's not bad. It's a starter home, so we have to remember that it's a starter home, and there's definitely a lot more room for improvement and a lot more room for your Sims to continue to grow. But starting on the first floor, here's our entrance to the house. So going in, we've got like a very small living space. There's a dining table. I made sure to include the new bookcases. I just love them so much. There's a little kitchen area in the back, and then over here is where you can put your business. So I included the kiosk, like a little plant, and there's also a bathroom as well. And then going upstairs, we've got like this little hallway space. There is a desk, so your Sim does have a a computer, they've got a bathroom, and then here is the bedroom as well. It's a very simple bedroom, and so is the house. It's very, very simple, but like I said, it's a starter home. This house only costs 17,360 simoleons, and it is 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and then you have a bathroom for the business. I will make sure to upload this build to the gallery on Thursday so that all of you guys can enjoy it. But my friends, that is it for the video today. I had so much fun attempting to build a starter home for this new pack, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I also really do love doing the build with me videos. I feel like I was a little rusty coming back in trying to do a build with me video, but I definitely think it'll get better over time once I start doing these more. But I had a lot of fun doing this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this cute little build, and I hope you guys have so much fun with this pack if you guys decide to get it. Thank you again to EA for sending me an early access copy of this new expansion pack. I am having so much fun already, and I cannot wait to continue to explore this new EP because there is so much left that I have to uncover. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time with another one. Bye everyone.